Hey you beautiful big heads, it's your boy Zatchul and welcome back to some more Alchemy Stars. In today's video we'll be showcasing Kristen, the Carlene and Vice baby. Anyways, if you don't know how we do things here, we do breakdown of character, teams you can use them on, and then we do a little real world situation gameplay, and then we just rate them. Anyways, let's hop over into that breakdown, shall we? Alright, so here we have Kristen the Detonator. We have her level 80. This probably will be the last time I do this, because man, the materials, it's not fun. Affinity 3, equipment level 10. Let's get into this. So, looking at her active skill, attacks in any one selected direction, dealing 106% damage to all enemies in this direction. The further a target is, the more damage dealt. The final damage is increased by 10% per cluster. So yes, the further enemy is away, the more damage you do. So having them up close is not that great. Looking at the chain combo, it's very much the same as Carlene's, just a little tweaked because it is a cross shape with the max going to the max. I said max twice. It's a cross shape with the max chain going to the full length of the map, and then in that center cluster, it's additional damage being dealt. That's the tweak different from Carlene's. There's no additional damage, but for her, if you're in that center cluster, you know, that one cluster in the center, you get 30% more damage to enemies. So yes, it kind of makes up for her chain combo not being the greatest in terms of, you know, being like a two cluster, big boom, knocking everything out. And then last but not least, her equipment skill, which is literally the same as Carlene's with the piercing, just they don't get the additional damage like Carlene does with the blue tiles. So you hit enemy and then it will pierce through and do 60% damage to things behind them. If an enemy is multi-tile, it will hit the tiles behind them as well. So it's pretty much like a double hit for larger enemies, which is really nice. So she's a very wide ranged character in terms of more damage on chain combo depending on where you at, more damage on active skill depending on where you at, and then just the normals just do a lot of damage. So positioning with her is quite interesting because she works at far and close range. It's pretty nice. That being said, her true potential is locked behind ER3, but it is what it is. Let's go look at some teams we can run her on. So this time around we only have two teams because you need to have this woman at ER3 for her to really, well, have another team, honestly. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, we have here first the standard burst team, since Kristen loves getting buff because her normals are disgusting because she has the pierce similar to Carlene. A team like this does work really well for her. Now, we have Chloe here because her buffing is, she pretty much takes any blue tiles in the field and turns that into a buff for yourself. That's why we have Barton here and Bethlehem here, because they both convert a lot of tiles, which works well with Chloe. Then also you get another buff from Bethlehem. So yeah, you see how we got nice buffing going on here. This is a very standard water buffing team that everybody should know by now. And then we have Hydra here for the double chain combo. Now obviously, in this setup, you get to take advantage of Kristen's, you know, bigger damage being closer to the enemy. So you would set everything up first with Barton, then Bethlehem to fill in any blanks. You would pop Chloe to get that extra damage, and then you hit up Hydra, and then you run around the enemy, smacking through their body every which way with the pierce, and then you hit them with the big booms of all these chain combos. And then for our general use team, we have Kristen again, Sario, Bethlehem, Fia, and Carlene. Now, this team, similar thing, is just with Fia here, you know, get that additional factor buff damage. It's the additional factor damage, you know, the appropriate elemental effect, whatever. It makes you do more damage against fire characters, and everybody else is like 10%, whatever. Also, Fia can shred defense, which is also very nice. Now we still have Bethlehem here for the buffing and tile conversion. Carlene can, you know, do a lot of tile conversion as well, but also teleport. So for repositioning, you can also get it to where you push an enemy furthest back if they can be pushed, and you can smack them with Kristen's active skill. So yeah, you get the furthest range possible in that situation. And then Sario is just here because more conversion. That's like can also be used for another teleporter, like Phyllishy for healing as well, or it could just be Chloe for another buffer. It's a really flexible spot. But yes, this is the team we'll be using for the showcase. So let's get right into that. Man, I am hungry. I am so hungry. Let's do this. So, I'm in a weird spot with Kristen because I like her. but then I don't at the same time. Like, I like what she does. I kind of don't like the active only because of how the targeting works. That's like the only problem I have with it. I wish it was a little bit wider. But the main reason why I do not like her is because her real potential feels locked behind, well, the equipment refinement. So that kind of sucks. But this is a good stage to show her off. Because, well, you can just smack up the enemy, you can get the, you know, piercing hits quite easily. Look at that, look at them die, you know? And we can show her off in a nice natural situation pretty fast while also be able to showcase every part of her kit. Because since he's always in front of us, we can always hit him with the active skill. We can definitely kill him real quick, yeah. And then we can get to the second phase. Yeah, but that's my only real problem with her is, okay, yeah, we can avoid this, is it just feels like it's locked behind the equipment refinement, and that stuff is, man, a steep investment. It's a really steep investment. But other than that, you know, she's pretty unused. Looking at her equipment refinement, it like she makes a team that doesn't currently exist. The whole swapping team, you know, captain swap team, that doesn't really fully exist, a capable thing. So that's why Kayano isn't on any of these teams, because, well, she's not, you know, equipment refined for me. And honestly, we might just sit back and relax back here until we get all our actives ready again. Because I can quite easily kill this man if I have my actives. So yeah, we're just gonna run around and waste time. Ooh, that actually kind of hurt a little bit. Up, down. So, 2 more turns until Bethlehem is ready, and we're gonna hit. Go. Do this first. But, yeah, no. Been thinking about what to do, like content-wise. And, yeah, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things happening. A lot of games coming out. Games I am interested in, like Star Rail, and also the Black Clover game. Star Rail is going to come out before the Black Clover game, but I don't know if I'm going to play it or not. My only thing is, I like turn-based games. It's quite apparent, but man, if I do Honkai Star Rail, it's probably just gonna be purely free to play, because man, Genshin is expensive. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't play Genshin too much. Is it's either you farm a lot, and then you probably don't get what you want, or you spend lots of money. And yeah, I don't want to spend that much money on games, being completely honest. Yeah, but this guy is definitely dead. He might even be dead, but my stomach just growled. I don't know if y'all can hear that. He might even be dead before we get to the last person's chain combo. He might be dead before we even... Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so rating Kristen. Before I get to that, I would say this, just to let you know, when I do these ratings, it's wherever the character's at when the video is being done. So if they're, you know, BT0, this is a ranking at BT0 if I do another video. And, you know, they got breakthroughs and it's them at breakthroughs and so on and so forth. If I refine them, you know, equipment refinement, then again, a different rating. It's just obvious thing, but, you know, I'm just putting that out there. Anyways, her rating would be a B+, because she has a lot of competition as a detonator. Even though she does get damage, you know, she has a lot of good things in her kit. It's just she has a lot of competition. On top of that, the main thing that makes her unique in her equipment refinement is just a lot of investment. That's a giant investment, because not only do you got to get the character level 80, then you have to put in all those materials for a character who currently has no real team. Now later on, when, you know, you get more utility from switching characters out and all that, she'll be a great character because she gives you a free captain change, and she naturally moves throughout the team. So on a character's, like on a captain swapping team, she'll be great, but that team doesn't exist right now, which also hurts her. So in the future, when that team comes, she'll be great. On top of that, you still have to refine her equipment, which is a lot of investment. And right now, you know, it's not really on that to-do list because where are you gonna run her? But anyways, I need to make more videos. Tell people about me. Help me grow. Subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys, and bye-bye.